And the older I'm getting, God just keep finding new ways to humble me to say, man, you're brilliant, but you still need people. You're smart, but you can't do this by yourself. I'm waiting to give you the opportunity. I'm just waiting for you to ask for help too. I'm waiting for you and not only ask for that help, but accept the help when it's offered to you. That's hard to do, man. Because accepting the help means that in some way, shape, or form, you're admitting that you need the help or that the help would be nice to have. And we don't want to do that sometimes. We want to figure it all by ourselves. And that's hard, man. What's going on, man? This is Will Z to Will Speak Up Z. You're now tuned into the episode of SpeakUPZee the Podcast, man. Podcast where we talk about real things with real people. Everything from life to business to mental health and everything else in between. A friend, man, they asked me the other day, they said, Z, what you gonna talk about? And at first I said, man, I really don't know. But as I kept sitting there and being still and being quiet and just thinking, I said, you know what, man? A lot of times in our life, man, we blame everybody else as to why we don't have the things that we want in our life. As to why we're not in the place we want to be in. As to why we're not doing the things we want to do. Why we're not living the life we want to live. We say we're waiting for God to give us the sign. We say we're waiting for the right time. We say that we doing all the things that we're supposed to do. But man, what I'm learning as I keep living is a lot of times the reason we don't have what we want and we're not doing the things we want and we're not living the life we want is because we never asked. Every blessing that I've been given in the last 3 to 4 or 5 months of my life, it's because I spoke up and I asked for myself. I didn't wait for the opportunity to come. I didn't leave it to the universe. I didn't leave it up to God. I didn't wait for the right time, man. I went and took it. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, God has put me in the position. He put me around the right people to even have somebody to ask, right? He put me in the right positions, right? He made it all make sense. But God can only do so much before he finally put you in the position to say, are you going to be humble enough? Are you going to be vulnerable enough? Are you going to put your pride to the side and actually ask for the help? Ask for the opportunity and be persistent enough that even if they don't get back with you, even if they don't follow up with you, even if they don't give you a yes right away, are you going to let that deter you from the dream and the goal that you said that you have for your life? I'm done doing that, man. Because I talked about this before. It's like we can get to the place we want to go, but are you okay with getting to that same place, even if the the travel and the way you get there and the way that God takes you to that place isn't familiar? It isn't the way you thought it was going to be. It isn't how you wrote it down. Are you okay with that? The last couple of contracts I've been given, the last couple of opportunities I've been given, it wasn't how I saw it in my head. I said I wanted to coach basketball. I'm doing that now. I said I wanted to partner on a larger level when it comes to community outreach. I'm doing that now. I said I wanted to get back into speaking heavy. I'm doing that now. But the way that I've gotten there, it wasn't the way that I saw it in my head. The way that I was doing it, it just wasn't working. And one thing I'm learning about life is that sometimes you got to be humble enough to just say, you know what? I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You're smart. You're brilliant, right? You have the know-how. You have, man, you have the brilliance in order to get what you want. But sometimes, man, we just got to ask for help so that the people that we ask and they can put us in position to show people how brilliant we are. I get why God said, man, you have not because you ask not. Because having to ask shows a certain level of humility that I can't do this by myself. And so many people are so caught up on trying to be that self-made, saying that they're the one created this opportunity and saying they're the reason why they have the things that they have. But are you okay with still doing everything you dreamt of doing or having to admit that it wasn't all you, having to admit that some people played a crucial part in you having the success and the blessings that you have in your life. Are you willing to show some type of humility? And on the other half of that equation, are you willing to show a certain level of vulnerability and openness to receive the help and receive the criticism and receive the constructive criticism along your way? That's hard to do, man. It's hard to, because this is the thing that kills me about people that work for themselves and entrepreneurs. A lot of people that want to be that, or that have just gotten into that game, they think that they think that when you own a business that you really work for yourself. You really don't, man. Because whether you got clients or contracts or partners or whatever the case may be, you're always going to have somebody that you got to answer to. It just might not be a direct supervisor. It might not be a direct boss, but somebody, some way is controlling your income, whether you like it or not. Now, the thing about working for yourself is, yes, true enough, you can walk away from it. Yes, you have more flexibility. Yes, you have more freedom. That's true. But you always gonna have to answer to somebody. You're always gonna have to take heed to somebody's opinion, to somebody's advice. You always gonna have to do that in order to be successful. You can't do all this stuff by yourself. And the older I'm getting, God just keep finding new ways to humble me to say, man, you're brilliant, but you still need people. You're smart, but you can't do this by yourself. I'm waiting to give you the opportunity. I'm just waiting for you to ask for help too. I'm waiting for you and not only ask for that help, but accept the help when it's offered to you. That's hard to do, man. Because accepting the help means that in some way, shape, or form, you're admitting that you need the help or that the help would be nice to have. And we don't want to do that sometimes. We want to figure it all by ourselves. And that's hard, man. We weren't meant to do this thing called life alone. Not only in our relationships, but in our work relationships, in our business, in our careers. You need help, man. You can only take yourself so far. For eventually you just get tired. For eventually you just burn out. Because a big thing for me, man, was being able to have like consistent, reliable contracts and income from my brand, right? Knowing every week, every day, every 2 weeks, whatever, these checks are coming. Instead of waking up every single day trying to find new clients, find new opportunities, find new speaking engagements, hoping that my content goes viral and cuts me a big check. Like, that is such a headache. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until these last 5 or 6 months, if I'm being real transparent with you, that God has put me in such great positions, man, where I'm surrounded by people that understand me and that accept me and that allow me to be me and operate in the gifts that I've been blessed with unapologetically. And I would never be able to do the things that I'm starting to be able to do if I never accepted the help. I would never be able to be around these amazing people that allow me to be me and that help me every single day and that support me every single day if I was too busy still trying to be prideful. I don't want to be that person anymore. So I guess this message is for you too, that I know you're amazing. I know how brilliant you are. I know how smart you are. I know how far you've brought yourself. But maybe in order for you to get to the next level of where it is that you want to be, maybe you're going to have to show a little humility. Maybe you're going to have to show a little bit of vulnerability. Maybe you're going to have to accept the help. Maybe you're going to have to say, you know what, man, I need you. I can't do this by myself. Because the crazy thing is that, man, you never even realize that, man, maybe God has already put the right people in your life. Maybe he's already connected you to the right people. Maybe you've already been in the room with the right people, but you're not where you want to be because you never asked. You never spoke up for yourself. You think you can do it all alone. And the truth of the matter is, man, we can't. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to show humility. It's okay to say, I can't do it all. That doesn't make you any less amazing. It just means that you need a propeller and some people in a village to help you show the world how amazing you are. It's okay to be humble, man. I love you. Peace.
Hey, what's up? This is Will Z Tidwell with SpeakUPZee. And I just want to take a quick second just to thank you for tuning in to this latest episode of SpeakUPZee the podcast. And my only goal with this platform is to motivate you, inspire you, and educate you around all things life, business, and mental health, whether it's myself or me bringing on a special guest. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. We don't ask for any type of monetary gains or anything like that. The best thing you could do for us is just like and subscribe to the channel. Until next week, we'll see y'all later. Peace.